Hey everyone! Welcome to our channel. Today we're exploring the awesome food of Belarus. Get ready for some seriously yummy dishes. Belarusian food has influences from Slavic, Baltic, and even Polish cooking. It's a fun mix of tastes and traditions. Think warm, filling meals, perfect for sharing with family and friends. We're going to show you 10 must-try dishes from Belarus. So grab a fork and let's go! First up, draniki. These delightful potato pancakes are a staple in Belarusian cuisine, and once you try them, you'll understand why they're so beloved. These are special potato pancakes. Unlike the typical ones you might be used to, draniki have a unique texture and flavor that set them apart. Think crispy, golden brown on the outside, and soft and fluffy on the inside. The contrast in textures makes every bite a delightful experience. We start with grated potatoes. The key is to use starchy potatoes, which help bind the mixture together and give the draniki their characteristic texture. Here's the trick: a little onion and some flour to hold it together. The onion adds a subtle sweetness and depth of flavor, while the flour ensures the pancakes hold their shape during cooking. Heat up a pan with some oil. You want the oil to be hot enough that the pancakes sizzle as soon as they hit the pan, ensuring a crispy exterior. Drop spoonfuls of the potato mix onto the hot pan. Flatten them slightly with the back of the spoon to ensure even cooking. Cook until golden brown and crispy, about 3 to 5 minutes on each side. The key is to be patient and let them develop that beautiful golden crust. Draniki are great on their own, but you can add sour cream, fresh dill, or even applesauce for a sweet touch. The tanginess of the sour cream complements the savory pancakes perfectly, while the dill adds a fresh, herbaceous note. If you have a sweet tooth, the applesauce provides a delightful contrast. So good! Draniki are more than just a dish, they're a tradition. Often enjoyed during family gatherings and special occasions, they bring people together and create lasting memories. Whether you're making them for a festive celebration or a cozy family dinner, draniki are sure to be a hit. The joy of eating draniki is in the little moments, the crunch as you take a bite, the creamy coolness of the sour cream, and the burst of flavor from the dill or applesauce. It's a simple pleasure that never gets old. The ingredients are simple and humble, but when combined, they create something truly special. Potatoes, onions, flour, and a bit of oil. That's all you need to make magic happen in your kitchen. Serve them hot and fresh from the pan, and watch as they disappear in no time. Draniki are best enjoyed immediately, while they're still warm and crispy. So next time you're in the mood for something comforting and delicious, give draniki a try. They're a taste of Belarusian tradition that you can easily recreate at home. Enjoy! Next is machanka, the ultimate comfort food. This traditional Belarusian dish is a hearty stew that warms you from the inside out. It's perfect for those cold winter nights or whenever you need a comforting meal. Machanka is a dish that has been passed down through generations, and each family has its own special recipe. But today, we're going to show you a classic version that you can easily make at home. Imagine a rich pork stew with onions, garlic, and a smoky flavor. The ingredients are simple, but when combined, they create a dish that's incredibly flavorful and satisfying. You'll need some good quality pork, onions, garlic, smoked paprika, bay leaves, and beef broth or water. These ingredients come together to create a stew that's both rich and comforting. We use good pork shoulder, belly, or ribs. The choice of pork cuts is important because each cut adds a different texture and flavor to the stew. Pork shoulder is tender and juicy. Pork belly adds a rich, fatty flavor, and pork ribs give the stew a hearty, meaty texture. You can use one type of pork or a combination of all three for the best results. Brown the meat, then add chopped onions and garlic. Browning the meat is a crucial step because it adds depth of flavor to the stew. Once the meat is nicely browned, add the chopped onions and garlic. The onions and garlic will cook down and become sweet and aromatic, adding even more flavor to the stew. For that smoky taste, we add smoked paprika and maybe a bay leaf. Smoked paprika gives the stew a deep smoky flavor that's absolutely delicious. The bay leaf adds a subtle earthy note that complements the other flavors in the stew. Don't forget to season with salt and pepper to taste. Add beef broth or water. The liquid is essential for creating the stew's rich, flavorful broth. Beef broth adds an extra layer of flavor, but you can also use water if you prefer. Pour enough liquid to cover the meat and vegetables, then bring the stew to a simmer. Let it simmer for an hour or two until the meat is falling apart. The key to a great machanka is low and slow cooking. Let the stew simmer gently on the stove. stirring occasionally until the meat is tender and falling apart. This slow cooking process allows the flavors to meld together and creates a stew that's rich and deeply flavorful. Machonka is served with mashed potatoes or crusty bread. The stew is traditionally served with mashed potatoes or crusty bread, which are perfect for soaking up the rich, flavorful broth. The creamy mashed potatoes or the crunchy bread provide a wonderful contrast to the tender, juicy meat. Dunk the bread right into the gravy. There's nothing quite like dunking a piece of crusty bread into the rich, savory gravy of the machonka. The bread soaks up all the delicious flavors, making each bite a perfect combination of textures and tastes. It's filling and so tasty, you'll want more. Machonka is the kind of dish that leaves you feeling satisfied and comforted. It's a true taste of Belarusian hospitality and tradition. Once you've tried it, you'll understand why it's such a beloved dish. So gather your ingredients and give this hearty stew a try. You won't be disappointed. Get ready for kolduni, Belarusian dumplings. These delightful little treats are a staple in Belarusian cuisine and are cherished for their rich flavors and comforting textures. They're like little pockets of happiness filled with meat. Each bite is a burst of savory goodness that warms the soul and satisfies the palate. You can use any ground meat, pork, beef, lamb, or a mix. The choice of meat can significantly influence the flavor profile, making each batch of kolduni unique. Cook it with onions, garlic, and your favorite spices. The aroma of the meat cooking with these ingredients is simply irresistible. Roll out some dough, cut out circles, and get ready to assemble your dumplings. Put a spoonful of filling in the center of each dough circle. The filling should be generous but not too much, so the dough can still be folded over and sealed properly. Fold the dough and pinch the edges to close. This step is crucial to ensure the filling stays inside during cooking. You can get creative with the folding technique to make each dumpling look unique. Boil, steam, or pan-fry them until golden. Each cooking method brings out different textures and flavors. Boiling makes them soft and tender, steaming keeps them moist, and pan-frying gives them a crispy golden exterior. Serve hot with sour cream, fresh herbs, or melted butter. These accompaniments enhance the flavor and add a touch of freshness or richness to the dish. Enjoy your homemade kolduni, a true Belarusian delight. More dumplings. Kletski are small, soft dumplings, often served in a flavorful broth. Kletski can have meat, cheese, or just be dough simmered in broth. I love kletski with mushrooms. Drop spoonfuls of dough into simmering chicken, vegetable, or beef broth. Cook until they float. Serve kletski as a main dish or a side. Potato lovers, this one's for you. Babka is a hearty potato pie, a crispy crust with a soft potato filling. For extra flavor, add bacon or sausage to the potatoes. Bake the babka until golden brown. Serve hot, cut into squares. It's great on its own, but you can add sour cream, fresh herbs, or a fried egg. Try Zurich, a traditional sour rye soup. It's made with fermented rye flour, which makes it sour and delicious. Mix the starter with broth, potatoes, carrots, onions, and smoked meat like kielbasa or bacon. Simmer until the vegetables are tender. Serve hot with fresh dill, hard-boiled eggs, and sour cream. Perfect for a cold day. Need something refreshing? Holodnik is a cold beet soup. Roast beets until tender, then blend them for the soup base. Add fresh cucumbers, radishes, and dill. Some people add hard-boiled eggs. Serve chilled with fresh herbs, sour cream, and maybe sunflower seeds for crunch. Perfect for a hot day. Holodnik is very versatile. More potatoes. Sashni are crispy potato cakes with a cheesy filling. Grate potatoes, but also add mashed potatoes for a soft texture. The filling is farmer's cheese, sour cream, and maybe fresh dill. Make small patties with the potato mix, putting cheese filling in the center. Fry until golden brown. Serve hot with sour cream, dill, or chives. Delicious on their own or as a side dish. Nalesniki are thin pancakes with sweet or savory fillings. Like Belarusian crepes, good for any meal. The batter is flour, milk, eggs, and salt. Cook thin layers in a hot pan until golden brown. Fill with mushrooms, meat, or spinach and cheese. For a sweet treat, use fruit, farmer's cheese, or Nutella. You have to try kvass, a traditional fermented drink. This slightly sour, bubbly drink is made from rye bread. It's refreshing and healthy. Kvass is tart and a little sweet, making it as easy. Mix stale rye bread, water, sugar, and yeast in a jar. Let it sit for a few days. Strain it, enjoy chilled, or add fruits, herbs, or spices. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe for more. We love showing you food from around the world. Belarusian food is full of hearty, comforting flavors. From potato pancakes to stews and dumplings, there's something for everyone. Tell us which dish you want to try. Share this video with your friends so they can discover Belarusian food too.